Star Citizens, and welcome to another video. So I realized as I was going through all my videos that I missed the roadmap roundup where they talked about all this stuff that's coming in 4.0. So I'm gonna make a quick video. I know when I say quick video, it doesn't always mean that it's actually quick, but this one I'm gonna try. But before I get into it, of course, we are still doing our contest for May, which there's still 3 more days left in May, because I apparently forgot that it doesn't end at May 30th. It goes to May 31st. Yeah, I've been making a lot of mistakes lately, but I'm getting old. Let's call it that. But yeah, so make sure you make sure you dislike if you feel that way. Either one is fine. Make sure you leave a comment and you're subscribed. And remember, the contest is changing next month to where you'll have to do those 3 things for all of the videos to qualify. And now let's move on to this 4.0 update, right? Oh, and another update, I changed the contest, so go check out the video to see what the contest changes are for the other giveaway, because I heard you and obviously it needed to change. So yeah, go check that out. All right, moving on. This is the roadmap. So I really think they should do a moving graphic here. I feel like they don't put as much effort into their roadmap roundups. But anyway, maybe I don't know how many people look at these, but so I'm not gonna go into in depth about any of this stuff. I mean, we heard about most of this stuff at CitizenCon, and I am just actually surprised that we're getting 4.0 next. Maybe I shouldn't be surprised, because I think we all know that the game is getting to the point where it's going to, start being a game. I think we're gonna hear the launch date of the actual game of Star Citizen 1.0 and Squadron 42. I think we're gonna finally get launch dates at CitizenCon, which is the main reason that I want to go. And I will be at CitizenCon. It is confirmed I am going. So if you've hated my content for so long and you've always said, if I ever see him, I'm gonna have words. Well, have your words in Manchester, because I'll be there. But don't be too harsh. I have feelings. Well, somewhere in here I got them. Anyway, so the server meshing, that's easily the most important thing that's coming to Star Citizen. Once that is actually working and it's like the flaws are hashed out to where, you can't get every flaw out, but once the bugs are out of there, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that 30Ks are going to be a thing of the past. I haven't even been having them with what we have now. I haven't been having 30Ks. I mean maybe once every 3 weeks or so, maybe. But that's about it. So I can only imagine how much better it's going to be when we get server meshing. So I also can't wait until we get more people, and I think server meshing, if I'm not mistaken, is going to help us get more people into the game. And the mission system refactor, this is a little bit different, because I think this is the stuff that we don't really see. So the mission system, I think we'll see that we'll get more missions, but the refactor is not for getting more missions. It's to help fix the missions. So you ever go on a mission and then the object that you're looking for doesn't show up, or it falls through the floor, stuff like that. The refactor is basically just saying, we're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that thing and make sure that the weapon, or not the weapons, the missions actually do what they're supposed to do. The transit system refactor is another thing, because this I don't know how this is gonna work. So I think they may have mentioned it in an ISC before, but I'm hoping that it makes the transit system a little faster, or maybe give us a few more trams, because yes, it is very realistic to wait for the bus or wait for the tram or wait for the little ship that flies you around. But we are still playing a video game, so nobody thinks waiting is fun unless you give us something to do while we wait, right? Like maybe put some cargo, some of those I think they're called item boxes or gear boxes or something, wherever you can access all of your cargo. Maybe put one of those like in the waiting room or something. Give us something to do in the waiting room. Put food in the waiting room, like you know, put some vending machines in the waiting rooms for the trams and stuff. So then I don't mind waiting, you know, 2 minutes for the tram to come. I think any type of waiting in a video game should be limited to 1 minute if it can be. That being said, I do understand that you're taking it to the point of real and bringing it back to the point of fun. So it is what it is. So this is really interesting. So they kind of went through all these planets of Pyro, and I didn't even know that there was this many. Like, this is crazy. Now, obviously the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, those are the actual planets, and then Ignis, Vatra, Adir, Pyro, Fuego, and Ver, I'm hoping I'm saying those right, those are moons. Okay, so if it doesn't say Pyro in the name, it's not an actual planet in Pyro. Now, I don't know if they're gonna give 1, 4, and 5 actual names like Monox, Bloom, and Terminus, but I think that would be cool. I mean, unless you just call the first one Pyro, but I think that's a little weird because it's the Pyro system, and I think Pyro is the name of the star. So I don't know. It would get weird. So I feel like you got to give them all names, unless you just call them Pyro 1. I mean, I think that would get weird though, but I prefer to have names. But it looks like these are just going out in order. Oh no, Pyro 4 is not a planet. Pyro 4 is a moon. See how it's confusing? You see it. It's confusing already. Pyro 4 is the outermost moon of Pyro 5. And they say it used to be a planet. So, okay, that would explain why it's Pyro 4. Okay. All right. But it's still confusing. So, you can just give it a name. But Pyro 1 is closest to the planet. Then Pyro 2 is second. Pyro 3 is third. And then Pyro 4 is now part of Pyro 5. And Pyro 5 is the fourth from the planet. And then Terminus is the outermost world. So it looks like the main planet on Pyro is Bloom. So it's Pyro 3. It says it became the epicenter of the mining endeavors in Pyro. So I'm guessing that's where it's going to be most likely that you know, go for the majority of the things you want to buy and purchase and stuff like that. And then as you go, and it's probably the most lawful part of Pyro, if you can say any part of Pyro is lawful. You know, there's going to be gangs that control every territory and maybe even every planet or just parts of a planet. And so as you move away from Bloom, then that's probably, you know, going to get more dangerous as you move away. And you'll probably have the jump point probably closest to Bloom, if I had to guess, but I don't know. They tend to be on the outer rim of the system, so it's probably more likely that it'll be Terminus that it's closest to. But yeah, I love that they're all different planets, and one of my favorite things about Pyro was that Pyro has hot temperatures, right? So normally in Stanton, the main thing you have to worry about is cold temperatures, and I love that in Pyro they're putting in the hot temperatures. But yeah, they all look different. If you've seen any of the videos, all the planets look different. So I won't go, you know, too heavy into the planets, but I am super excited to actually just use jump points. I know people were using them in the test, but I want to wait until they're like fleshed out. And I did the same thing with 3.23. I didn't play it till it was live because I want that full experience. But yeah, we'll see. My biggest thing that I'm waiting for is the cargo refactor thing. I need that in my 3.23 bloodstream, so I'm hoping that comes soon. It looks like it's coming in 3.2, 3.2. So 3.23.2. Yeah, there we go. We got it. All right. So there's also going to be space stations in Pyro, outposts, of course. I can't wait to build some outposts in Pyro and like hope that people like come for them. I'm just going to build empty warehouses, and then I'm going to just put a bunch of turrets up and wait for people to come attack. And then it's just going to be a bunch of people that come out of the warehouse and just like blow them up and take their things because you came to steal from me. You came to steal from me, and you're just surprised that there's nothing here except death. So yes, I can't wait to do it. It's going to be fun. This is the main reason I want to build outposts, is just to trick people into thinking that they're coming there for to loot me, and then they end up getting looted. Like I said, I can't wait for jump points. The solar burst thing, I love, and I want the opposite of it. So the solar burst, basically, it's like you got to get out of it's gonna like kill you if it hits you, so you have to like hide from it, and it's just like a solar flare that you're in a planet too close to the sun, so that happens and you could die from it. Life support, I'm not particularly excited for, because I feel like right now you can load as many people onto a ship and never have to worry about it. But I also am excited for it because I think life support is one of those things that makes the game a little bit more realistic. And I don't really have like 100 people that I put on my ship anyway. It's really just I'm all for the realism of the game, but I think the realistic parts of it should be put in last, because there's too many issues to fix before we move towards that realism. So I'm okay with life support being in the game. I just think I don't want life support to be something that causes problems in other areas, because we're trying to make the game realistic before certain things are fixed. That's just my 2 cents. And then engineering. So I am super excited for engineering because I think it's going to make large ship gameplay a lot more interesting. There's a lot of times where during a fight, like if you're in a big ship, you're just kind of sitting there. If your turret was blown up or you're out of ammo, you're just kind of sitting there. And it would be really cool if you could get out and like take parts out, swap them, fix them, repair them. And I think that'd be really cool. It's a great thing. You just have people running all over the ship trying to fix things. I think that is what's going to make Star Citizen Star Citizen. I don't think there's, as far as I know, I don't think there's any games out there that you can do that in. I think that's going to be a huge separation from this game and other space games. So the multi-tool is going to get better. It's going to be able to do repair. It's going to have better UI, and it's going to have batteries, so it will run out. So no more of this like unlimited ammo kind of thing that it has, which I like. I like that it's going to get fixed. I've been trying to stay away from things that require me. Oh, and it also says it's getting cutting. But I've been trying to stay away from using the multi-tool a lot because I knew it was going to change. But at the same time, like, there's so much other stuff to do right now that I can wait on some of the FPS stuff, as far as like using a tool like that. Except for cargo. Cargo, you really got to use it, but I think that's changing too soon. So then fire hazards. So yet another thing that I want in the game, but just please make sure it works right, because I don't want it to like be something that detracts from the game because it's not working correctly. Fire extinguishers, of course, to put out the fires. The MFD rework is something that I find really interesting, because the MFD rework could mean something way different. Now, I know that there was some talk about people, I'm actually colorblind myself, and I know that there is people who are colorblind in a way where they really just can't see some of these MFDs, or they look blurred or whatever. So they obviously need a rework just for, accessibility issues. But on top of that, I do think that when they put the original idea of the MFDs inside, they were like thinking, oh, these spaceships are going to be like pilot, like things that you pilot, like planes and helicopters. But no, they have to look space-like. And right now, if you get in a lot of ships, I mean, besides the alien ships obviously look spacey, right? But some of the more like Anvil and Aegis, some of the more like, I guess, UEE ships, or human ships would be, they look a little bit like, oh, just looks like a plain cockpit, right? So I'm hoping that everything works, and they say that they want to give greater visibility, so I'm hoping that means the mail slot goes away. John Crew. Yeah. I know you think it has great visibility, but I don't think most people think that. All right, and next, we're getting our cows, quasi-grazers. You can call them quasi-grazers all you want, but they're a cow. I'm going to call it a cow because, wait, it has eggs on the underside? And what is a seed? Seed animal? Huh? Wait, it has eggs. Okay, it can't be a cow because it has eggs. But I think I'm gonna still call it a cow. I mean, quasi-grazer is too long. Quasi-grazer is 4 syllables. Cow is 1. It's a cow. It's an egg cow. There you go, 2 syllables. Additional player customization. So, you know, it's gonna add hair, facial hair, face piercings. The player customization. Thank you, CIG. All right. As you can see, I need customization on my character, and you've given that to me, so thank you. And I look forward to more and deeper customization. And then I'll end it with the ZEUS Mark II ES. So the Pulse and Pulse LX obviously are already out. The Retaliator is already out. Vehicle modularity is already out. But I am super looking forward to the ZEUS series. I'm hoping that we get the other ZEUS variants before this. So this is most likely gonna, I'm sure they're gonna save 4.0 for CitizenCon. It just makes sense. We're in May. CitizenCon is in well, actually we're almost in June. So CitizenCon is technically in like 4.5 months. So that gives them 4.5 months to keep working on 3.23 and fixing things, because they don't owe us anything until 4.0. So we got 4.5 months of 3.23 to keep, you know, doing stuff. So I'm still broke. I haven't done a whole lot in 3.23. I've been trying to push these videos out, and obviously we had Invictus. So yeah. That's pretty much it. Like I hugely look forward to the Mark II ES, but the CL has my heart, man. Has my heart. But I don't know if it'll stay in the fleet because I like big ships and I cannot lie. And them other brothers can't do not. All right, that's it. That's all the music you get for today. All right, that's it for this one. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.